And now, ladies and gentlemen, at center court for a special presentation, please welcome TNT's Ernie Johnson.
All right, Cleveland, you're going back to the NBA Finals, and we have an Eastern Conference Championship trophy. Got Dan Gilbert, the owner here. We got David Blatt, the head coach. Got David Griffin, the GM. And to do the honors, we have a Cleveland Cavaliers legend. You see his number 22, retired, hanging in the banners and hanging in the rafters, Larry Nance. Dan Gilbert, it's been since 2007. How long has that felt to you?
Like 100 years, Ernie. But you know what? This franchise, from the players to the coaches, front office, business people, everybody in between, including Dottie and Devin, everybody that we know, has just done an incredible job inside the franchise. And it's a family, and these guys love each other. But Cleveland, we're not settling for this. We want to take this thing the full way, right? 51 years is too long.
Congratulations. David Griffin. How satisfying is it for you, David, to look at this team that you reassembled in a short time to be standing where you're standing tonight and heading to the finals?
Yeah, we're obviously really grateful the pieces fit as well as they do. But what's really gratifying is how much they're willing to lay on the line for each other. It's about sacrificing. They're as all in as you all are.
The moves you've made, including the mid-season move, to get Timofey Mozgov, to get J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert in the mix.
Yeah, the pieces were good. I think everything fit really well. We had incredible coaching, then integrated those pieces really well, and we have the greatest player on the planet who made it all work.
And that man that you got is the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, David Blatt. Come on up. So let's be honest. This hasn't always been easy this year, David. But to be standing here, going to the finals, just tell me how that feels to you tonight.
Well, we're in Cleveland. Nothing is easy here. But there's a lot of love and the best support in the world, and the people care, and the players give everything they have, and we're not done.
The fans who are here and weren't watching on TV could not see the exchange you had with LeBron James. We played it on TNT as you stood on the sidelines in the waning seconds. Relay to them what that was about.
Well, LeBron took such a courageous decision and such an honest decision to come back. Because all of this is where his heart is, where his family is. And now we're all part of that family, and as I said before, he wants to lead us, and we want to keep going.
David, congratulations to you. Good luck in the finals. Is LeBron James in the house here somewhere? Yeah, there you go. Congratulations. Look, I know that when you decided to come home, you said be patient. Not promising any kind of championships right away. You got to be patient. You got to let this work. You're in the finals now. Is patience out the window?
I knew I was going to have to be patient. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of time to make a team become whole. And we've worked our tail off all season to get to this point. And to be able to represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals is the ultimate, especially in this city.
Obviously, as an NBA champion twice, you know what it takes. You know what a team has to have. What are the characteristics of this Cleveland team that make you feel good about going to the finals?
We have everything it takes to win. And, like you said, I've been there twice. We have grit. We have determination. We have the willingness to want to be great. And that's from the first guy all the way down to the 15th. I think our coaching staff is going to prepare us the best way they know how to go against whoever comes out of the Western Conference. And we'll be ready to go on June 4th.
LeBron, congratulations. And to all your teammates. The 2015 Eastern Conference champions heading to the NBA Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers are going to the NBA Finals. They win Game 4 and sweep the Atlanta Hawks. 118-88. The resounding final from the Q here in Cleveland. And so now they will meet either the Golden State Warriors, who have a 3-1 lead, or the Houston Rockets will have to have an amazing comeback. But they did stay alive in Game 4. Here we are back at the Q for Inside, presented by Kia. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley for the final time in this NBA season. Almost brings a tear to my eye. Almost,
miss you guys.
But not quite. What?
I'm gonna miss you guys.
Oh, I know. Well, let's. We have a whole show to get through.
Kiss, Ernie.
No, I'm not.
Kiss,
Stop
Ernie.
it, man.
So what? Kiss.
Okay.
I love you, Ernie. You too, Chuck, Kitty, man. Love you.
That means now the
love you, man.
The yellow Speedo going to the Bahamas.
I'll be in the Bahamas this time tomorrow. I'll be looking delicious on the beach. Make sure you shave your butt hairs. Nobody wants to see that in the Bahamas.
Hey, wait, what? By the way, we are on the air, Shaq. Let's
can't
go to
say butt hairs on the air.
Well, you just said
all the stuff that Chuck says. I can't say butt hairs.
You said it 3 times.
Okay. Well, not highlights, lowlights.
Well, highlights for half of them. For half of the teams.
You know what? I'm happy for Atlanta.
Also the dribble. Kyrie Irving started tonight.
You know, Ernie, it just looked like Atlanta was mentally defeated. Out the opposite, a tough loss. They didn't have a good game tonight, but they had a very good season. Take your hat off to the Hawks, and Atlanta fans really came out this year. But congratulations, Atlanta Hawks. But it's all about the Cavaliers right now. Yeah, you know, I talked about this at halftime. Kenny knows this. That it factor is just, it's just something in the air. When your opponent is really something hard to beat, they had guys coming off the bench playing well. This is just their time. I'm really, excited for the city of Cleveland, really excited for LeBron. It was just their time, Kenny, that it factor.
Yeah, it's that time. And, the one thing that separates great NBA players, regular ones, we always talk about the confidence. But when you don't have a light at the end of the tunnel, it is very difficult for an NBA team to play with the same intensity. And that's what happened to the Hawks. Some people might say it's quitting, but the realization when they got up about 9, 12 points, the realization that their season was over, you've never been in that position. You don't know how that feels. And so it's difficult to come back in that.
Yes, it is.
It's not quitting, it's more of defeat.
It's just not your turn, Kenny.
Without question. So hats off to the Hawks.
Yes,
Great
they
season.
do well.
How about that by Tristan Thompson at the end of the first quarter, 32-20.
Tristan Thompson, man, has just been a beast since he got in the starting lineup. He's a terror on the offensive boards. This was just a complete win by the Cavaliers. They dominated. They didn't give the Hawks any confidence.
Yeah, then JR, step backs.
He likes that contested three.
I've seen that before, Kenny. Vernon Maxwell, when he had that impact, he used to do the same thing. And this move right here, that's just a grown man move, Chuck.
Yes, it is.
It's usually going to be Tristan Thompson.
53-35, and LeBron with the great look inside to JR.
A lot of people
and we take another look at it. Check it out.
A lot of people ask how come JR wasn't doing this in New York. He wasn't as comfortable. If you make a cut like that, LeBron will get it to you. Well, he 100 out of 100 times. He didn't do that in New York. He had LeBron James on team. That's what I just said. Well, no, that's not what you said. That is what I said. I said when you make a cut, LeBron, Chuck, keep it up. I know it's the last thing, but I'll put these paws on you now.
LeBron nearly averaged a triple-double for the series. He was dominant, and The Cavs were just dominant, rebounding and defensive-wise, and basically in every department. Killed him from the three-point line in the course of the series. And Tristan Thompson, they just could not handle it.
And Ernie, this is the best type of team to play for when the ball is hopping like that, especially when your leader is 1,000% unselfish and gets you the ball right here. LeBron, it's his time. I'm so happy for Cleveland.
23-9-7 LeBron finishes with, and then Matthew Dellavedova.
Dellavedova for president, baby.
Oh,
you know,
God.
Ernie, the main thing, I'm happy for the city of Cleveland, man. It's had some tough years, and I understand why LeBron came back here. I was one of the guys who criticized when he left the first time, but this is just great for the city of Cleveland.
Well, he's back. They're back. Guy's been there 5 straight times. He's the Chris Angel, Harry Houdini, playing without Kevin Love and an injured Kyrie Irving basically throughout this playoffs. And to get this team to the NBA Finals, unbelievable, Chuck. I mean, to me, this is his best accomplishment in all of his runs, in my estimation.
I think I probably would agree with that, with no Kevin and Kyrie being banged. But, you know, they did get a break here.
Yeah.
They did with Pau Gasol getting hurt. They were down 2-1 when he started missing games. The Bulls were up in that series, so they got a nice break there. But as we had said going in, the Chicago-Cleveland, that was the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, Atlanta got a break with John Wall getting hurt. But going into the playoff, me and Kenny both picked the Bulls. So when they played the Cavaliers, that was the Eastern Conference Finals realistically. You know what I like about this moment, guys? You know, we all grew up on great sports stories, Muhammad Ali's story, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's story. If this kid wins for this time, this will probably have to be a top 10 story. Guy grew up here, left, criticized, learns how to win somewhere else, comes back here and wins for the city of Cleveland after the drought.
Unbelievable, man. I mean, and this is funny. Shaq and I were talking about this. This is the only time that you miss playing.
Yes.
When you see the intensity,
right here.
And you see the awards being given out and the confetti dropping.
And you see Ernie come down and hand out the trophy.
That's the only time you miss it.
Larry Nance gave out the trophy.
No, but it's the only time you miss it because that's when you realize the blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
And you remember the camaraderie that you had with your players and your teammates. That's why, not a plug, but I can't wait to see the June 8th documentary on that Clutch City because it will bring back those memories again that I'm missing right now.
But this thing to me, though, Arnie, this is about the city of Cleveland. You know, LeBron, when he came into the NBA, it brought life to this city that they've never seen before. And he had 8 amazing years here, and this city lived and died. Because what are the chances of an all-time great being born in your city
and play for your city?
And he's that good. This is a movie right here. There are a lot of great players. It's a movie. There are a lot of good players who play in their city. But to be a top all-time great and be able to lift, oh, my God. Shaq don't look that good in that picture.
And Ernie,
I knew you were black, Ernie. I knew you were black, Ernie. But for a guy to be this great, to be born in this city, and this team hasn't won in over 50 years when Jim Brown won a championship here. If this guy, and I agree with Kev, this guy able to do this, this will be one of the greatest accomplishment in basketball history.
Meantime, for the Hawks, the last #1 seed to be swept in the playoffs, the Detroit Pistons in 2003, swept by the Nets in the Eastern Conference Final. Pistons won the NBA title the following year. But this year, after a 60-win season and a #1 seeding in the East.
Okay.
Thank you. 118-88.
We got
the
5.
final, and the Hawks are swept by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Much more to talk about as the Eastern Conference Finals wrap up here on TNT. It's Inside the NBA presented by Kia. And we'll be back with more after this.
All they needed to fire extinguishers, the sprinklers.
Shaq, you into Bleacher Report yet?
Yes, I love Bleacher Report, one of my favorite apps.
Good, thank you. They got uninterrupted on
I like
there.
that Shaq app.
You got LeBron James uninterrupted.
All I get is Auburn football and basketball. And a shout out to my Auburn girls going to the World Series in softball.
And a shout out to Draymond Green, who's uninterrupted.
All right.
kind of scary events, you know, with Steph going down. You know, to see anyone go down like that, you know, it's tough because you never know what can happen. You fall on your head. You know, you can mess up your neck. You can have a concussion. So that's tough. The worry is always, you know, health first. We went in the locker room at halftime, and, you know, he's up, you know, greeting everybody at the door. You know, that's a comforting feeling.
Coors Light, cold hard facts. 128-115 last night as the Rockets stayed alive behind 45 from James Harden.
Wow, he came to play last night. That was a great job by
Rockets scored 45 in the first quarter.
That was amazing. James Harden's been amazing all season. If it wasn't for Steph Curry, this guy it's been great. He's been amazing all year.
Steph Curry had 23 in that loss and, of course, had that hard fall and went to the locker room and basically was gone from the scene for about an hour, and then returned, and to the surprise of everybody, returned to the game. Hit a couple of threes.
He wanted to go back in the game. Why wouldn't they put him back in? Say he didn't have a concussion.
I know, it still came as a surprise, didn't it, Chuck?
Yeah,
when you saw this happen, you said there's no way Steph Curry's coming back in. Yeah. But he did.
Well, that's what we do. We're basketball players. Steph Curry's a tough kid.
No, Chuck, that was a tough.
I know, but if he can come back in the game, I hear these guys talking about concussions. Don't try to compare basketball concussions to football concussions. That's just ridiculous. Well, I hate it. That's why they let all these reporters get on television.
Are you a concussion expert now?
No, but I know I'm smart enough to know the difference. The doctors cleared him. They let him go back in the game, and he was fine. But these guys on TV trying to compare basketball concussions to football concussions, it's ridiculous. That's not true. That is not true.
Concussion is, I would have to agree with Dr. O'Neill.
First of all, that's not true.
I mean, if you fall on your head without a helmet,
you even know what a concussion is.
Came back in the game, but I'm just saying it's ridiculous to try to compare football concussions to basketball concussions.
I'm not going to say that you're wrong, but I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by that?
Because those guys, they got a serious issue with concussions in the NFL.
Okay.
Steph Curry going to get one concussion a season. Those football players get 5 concussions a game, small concussions, and now they're trying to make a big deal. We've known this for years. They've been screwing these players in the NFL, and now they're trying to play catch-up.
First of all, you have no idea what you're talking about. Concussion is when the brain shakes in your head and hits your head.
There's different levels of concussions.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
There are different, but a concussion is a concussion.
There can be bad ones in basketball. There can be bad ones in football. There can be mild ones in football.
But a concussion is a concussion.
So anyway,
it's like saying
same thing.
Meantime, Dwight Howard
got away with murder.
The flagrant. Well, you know what? I talked to Rod Thorne tonight. Okay.
I love Rod Thorne.
Would you like to hear his explanation?
Sure.
For
yes,
this?
Please.
Okay.
I would love to hear it.
He said Andrew Bogut had his arm, had Howard's arm pinned, and Dwight flailed his arm and hit him with the back of his hand. He did not hit him with the elbow. He said if he'd hit him with the elbow, he would have been suspended.
I don't know the difference between what J.R. Smith did
and this.
No, he said no difference. The only thing is one guy got knocked out.
He said J.R. Fist did it with a fist.
First of all,
and he knew exactly what he was doing. And he decked the guy and hurt his knee as well.
Let me make a point.
What? Concussions are...
You know I love Rod Thorne, right?
Yes.
Who did something worse? Dwight or Al Horford?
Dwight Howard.
Thank you.
Yes,
the
I agree.
End of BS up there, Rod Thorne. Stop it. Al, come on now. That was a lot worse than what Al Horford did. A lot worse. Not even close.
You know, Ernie, the problem we have is there's no inconsistency sometimes.
No consistency.
You're right, consistency.
All it is inconsistency.
We looked at the footage with Al Horford. He made minimal contact. But, you know, some angles he didn't even make contact. Dwight made contact. But flagrant one, didn't get ejected from the game.
That's not even right.
That's a flake. I mean,
you know, Al Horford was rolling in that game thing. I'm not saying they would have won.
I can't look at the consequence of how much damage he does. I have to look at the intent. And the intent of what Dwight Howard did just didn't have a consequence where the guy got hurt. Didn't say he couldn't have got hurt. So you can't look at it and judge and say it's only a 1 because the guy didn't get hurt.
But no, a rule is a rule. You can't swing and flail back.
But I'm just saying, I agree with you. For that to happen the day after our situation, if you're going to toss Al Horford, you got to toss Dwight.
No way. There's no way around it.
No way around it.
That's not a flagrant 2. And it's to the face.
Listen, whether it's anybody in the NBA office, my brother, or anybody who think Al Horford was just as bad as Dwight Howard is just a fool. I love it, my brother.
Again, the key from Rod was that he hit him with the back of his hand, did not hit him with the elbow. Listen to me. I'm just telling you what Rod said. If you hit him with the elbow, he's suspended.
Fist, he still got hit in the face.
I'm just telling you what he said. Don't kiss me again either. Please don't kiss me again.
All right,
there you go.
So they're saying anytime you smack a guy with the back of your hand,
that's cool now?
That's cool now.
No,
he said his arm was pinned. He was trying to get loose.
He wasn't trying to get
listen
loose.
to me. I'm just telling you.
I'm talking to Rod. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Rod.
Okay,
Rod, he was not trying to get loose.
I want to get back
he got
in the
loose.
NBA.
Once he got loose,
he touched him up, Rod. He got him up off him.
That's what he did.
I would love to play.
I like the fact that he got him up off him.
I would love to play against BLM with these rules. I smack the hell out of him every quarter with the back of my hand.
You can't wait for vacation.
You only gonna get a 10. They ain't gonna throw you out. And they're gonna
more segments.
And they're gonna have a hell of an explanation.
We'll be back. TNT setting out to find the best dunker on the planet, the Dunk King, an all-new reality competition series coming to TNT during next year's Western Conference Finals. The Dunk King offers you the opportunity of a lifetime to make the leap from obscurity to celebrity and win a cash prize of $100,000 large. Go to NBA.com, the Dunk King, or BleacherReport.com for more information.
Jack, can you still dunk?
Hey, how about Smitty?
Yes.
Oh, this
Our
is
man
impressive.
Steve Smith.
This is impressive.
Good guy.
Getting the Manny Jackson Human Spirit Award.
Congratulations, Smitty.
And he will be honored during the Hall of Fame enshrinement.
Hey, Manny Jackson's a great guy, and so is Smitty.
That's awesome.
We go way back, Smitty, Orlando, 88, Playboy All-American team.
The one thing I can say about my Turner family, Steve Smith is always there. Man, I work with a lot of really cool people. You know, Reggie, I meant people, not you. You know, the people, working with C-Web.
We got a lot of good guys,
Mike
man.
Fratello, it's an honor.
Yeah.
You know, Rick Kamala.
Yes.
Glad you know the great people that you know. I never say his last name. Vince Cellini.
Yeah.
We got a great roster. Really, Isaiah Thomas.
I like working with Ernie Johnson.
Hey, the Atlanta Hawks losers, 118-88 in Game 4, so they get swept by the Cavs. Mike Budenholzer was the Coach of the Year in the NBA, but this got to be tough to absorb a sweep in the Eastern Conference Final. DA had a chance to talk to him.
Bud, every playoff series can go either way at the start. What ultimately do you think decided this one?
Well, they're the better team at the end of the day. I think the way they shot the three-pointer, the way they attacked the offensive glass, and I think LeBron James is playing at a high level, and they're playing well off of him, and defensively, I think they're playing very well, and I don't think we were at our best. So give them a ton of credit, and congratulations to Cleveland and Coach Blatt and all their players and the organization. They're just better.
With this historic season that you've had, what is the thing about which you are most proud this season?
Well, right now we're just thinking about the playoffs and tonight was really hard. And but I think we talked about how much we've learned and how much we've grown during the playoffs. I think tomorrow or the next day we'll reflect on the season, and obviously there's a lot of positives, but for our players right now, I think we're just thinking about even on a night like tonight, you learn and you grow, and we'll be better going forward.
Your old boss, Coach Popovich, used to always say, nights when there are losses, let's just go have a bottle of wine and move on. Is that the plan?
Yeah, I think a bottle of wine and a dinner, and I think that you give them credit and. Life goes on, and we'll figure out a way to get better going forward.
But thanks for everything. Congratulations on a great season.
All right, thanks, David.
Thank you.
60-22 for the Atlanta Hawks, best record in the Eastern Conference. Had 4 All-Stars on that squad. Paul Millsap's free agent, so was Damari Carroll. What do you do if you're the Hawks? And how do you get over the hump?
You learn from this. Before you succeed, you must first learn to fail. Nobody expected them to go this far. They went this far, but we knew it was going to be a tough task for them to win. All year we asked who the best team was. Nobody ever said Atlanta. You got on us many times. We knew it was Chicago or Cleveland. It's a tough task, but, they now have the blueprint to win a lot of games. I still think they're 1 or 2 pieces away. You know, Kenny made this point yesterday. Difference between a good player and a great player is the attitude, and no one guy on the team has the attitude to take that extra shot. You know, they play good team ball, but you know you got to have a 1-2 punch that you can rely on.
They need to get bigger. They're too small. You see, they're a bad rebounding team. That's why Thompson just dominated them. They got to get bigger. That's the number one priority I would put out there. Ernie, let's be realistic. I'm not going to say anything bad about the Hawks, but I don't think they would have beat Washington with a healthy John Wall. And I don't think they would have beat Chicago or Cleveland. And Cleveland, I'm not sure Cleveland would have beat Chicago if Pau Gasol don't get hurt. So they had the best record, but they're probably the fourth best team in the conference.
Do they have to – does this team need a star? Does this team need a guy that you can say, you're going to win a game for us today?
Yes, every team needs that.
Every team needs that.
Well, either you –
Kenny, yes, stop
I'm saying
it.
there's a possibility that they might have one in Jeff Teague. You know, there's a possibility. But the first thing that they have to address is size, and like Charles says. I think that's the first issue. Now, if in size, does that come a superstar? Possibly. But they are too small. Tristan Thompson looked like Will Chamberlain on the offensive and defensive board.
But you know, he's not that big. You know, he's 6'7". He just out-hustled.
No, Moscow. No.
He's 6'7", 6'8".
But that's the point. Yeah. They can't keep Tristan Thompson is really an undersized power forward. They can't keep him off the boards. Can you imagine?
But y'all talking like the guy 7'3", 350 pounds. He's 6'8".
I know, but their
just
team
got out hustled.
But I'm saying, I don't know if they hard-working team. They won 6 a game. They're just too small, Shaq, because they're at because Cleveland got 2 big guys. Moskov is big. He was doing his thing down there, and Thompson. They could not keep him off the offensive board.
Even tonight, Jack, and I'm not a big stat guy, but 56 to 39 on the rebounds. Like you can't rebound.
But that was their thing all year,
right? And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's all year. So
it was like they got out rebounded. The Hawks did by 51 in the series. So you know, better than 12
So if you
a game.
give someone 12 extra shots every night, and you start the game, say, okay, we're going to start the game, and you get 12 shots straight, and then we'll start playing, you're going to lose every night.
Meantime, the NBA Finals will match up the Cleveland Cavaliers with either the Golden State Warriors or the Houston Rockets. You would think it's Golden State with a 3-1 lead and going home for Game 5.
Tough series for both. Either team, either the Rockets or Golden State. Tough for
let me just say this. I go first because me and Kenny were talking down. The Cleveland Cavaliers are going to win the World Championship this year, in my opinion.
Is there one major reason? Is that major reason 23?
He's the big reason. But what they do is Thompson has solidified the power forward spot on size to go with Moscow. They got a big team now. With the addition of J.R. Smith and Shumpert, they got athletic ability on the perimeter now. You know, Moscow saved their season because they were just too small. But now you put him and Thompson together. LeBron's playing at an unbelievable level. But I think the addition of Shumpert and J.R. Smith made them like a legit NBA team.
Does Kyrie Irving have to start every game and play a lot of minutes in every game?
Yeah, and Kyrie Irving, I didn't even count him. If he's got to be healthy, though. But in my personal opinion, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to win the World Championship.
I don't know who's going to win. I think it's going to be a tough series.
They don't pay us.
If Steve Kerr,
they pay us to. Steve Kerr's not playing.
No, listen to me. Let me finish my thought if I punch you in your face last night.
Okay. Right.
Steve Kerr is an old school type of guy. We thought that you could beat Golden State up with size in Memphis. Did they double? No, they never double. So I don't think they're going to double LeBron. I think they're going to say, LeBron, okay, we're not going to give you a chance to make easy passes, score 40, score 50. I'm anxious to see how they play him and what they do. But, you know, it's going to be a great matchup.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to discredit the Houston Rockets of being out of the series. So I'll say
it's over.
I'll say both.
I
mean, that's Clutch City.
Cut it out.
It's Clutch City for a reason.
No, it's not. It was Clutch City.
Google
it.
It comes up. Houston, Texas. But I would say this. That let's say with the Golden State Warriors, I feel that Steph Curry is playing at the level to win an NBA championship. And they have so many. Their second unit, to me, will be the difference if they play Cleveland in the finals. To me, that's me, because not a healthy Kyrie Irving. Healthy Kyrie Irving, everything's thrown out the window because he can be just as dominant as LeBron James. So I'm making these assumptions only on what I've seen Kyrie look like now.
And he'll have more than a week to get
if he's not Kyrie that I've seen and known and grown and see, it's a different team. I think Golden State wins it. Houston Rockets, I think they would actually win as well if there's not a healthy Kyrie Irving.
By the way, since we bring up the Rockets and we bring up Houston, shout out, thoughts and prayers and all kind of good stuff to the people in Houston. What a
Chexy.
Yeah,
devastating last 24 hours in that city. We're thinking about you, praying for you.
God bless you,
God
Artie.
bless you, Houston, and all the surrounding cities.
We will be back.
Pearland, I'm coming on.
Come on inside. Presented by Kia. You know what was cool today was that the gang from Entourage, the movie that's coming out next month on June 3rd, we're here at the arena, and we had a chance to hang out with Kevin Dillon, Jerry Ferrara, Kevin Connolly, and Adrian Grenier, or Grenier, whichever you'd prefer, but I prefer
We just
Grenier.
called him Adrian.
Yes, we did.
Or Adrian G.
And here was our conversation. All right, we've just gotten word from the folks at the Guinness Book of World Records. This is a record. 8 dudes sitting around a small table to promote the movie Entourage.
8 dudes around a small table. That's a movie. That's another movie.
Hey,
This fall.
Thanks for being here tonight. And so June 3, correct?
June 3rd.
All right, very good. And we got big-time movie stars here, guys. Who's of these guys? Who's got the biggest entourage of the cast of Entourage? Adrian.
Adrian does.
For sure.
Well, I mean, it's true. I got my mom, of course, and
You got your hairstylist. You got your hairstylist for that pretty hair. Yeah.
The thing about it is, I didn't grow up with brothers, so having these guys as my surrogates is a real treat, man. Working with them is awesome, and they've just been good to me, and they bust my chops like I've never had it.
Yeah, I feel the same way about working with these knuckleheads right here.
You know what's amazing? When you guys started your show many years ago, and it's obviously been a huge success, did you think it was going down the line, it was going to turn into a movie?
I don't know. We all had mixed emotions about it. I think Kevin was the most confident.
I knew I've done a lot of bad movies and TV shows.
You and
so
Shaq.
I know when you're doing a good one.
He's done a lot of bad movies too.
You were in Shazam?
At least we've done movies. At least we've done movies.
Good.
I got a question.
Kevin always said from day one, right in the first season, that we were on to something special, and he knew we were going to go the distance. But to think we'd be sitting here with you guys promoting a movie was
I didn't expect
crazy.
a movie. I'm not going to lie.
Listen, next year, March 15th, we want to challenge you guys to 4-on-4. You up for it?
4-on-4 what?
4-on-4 basketball. And if you guys score, you win. If you score 1 point, you win.
I think we can get to one.
Never.
Challenge accepted.
You're too barbecue chicken right there, man.
Challenge
All you got to do is go and look at Shaq's last 2 years in the NBA. Y'all going to open favorite.
Yeah, but I still passed you up 15 years ago.
I would say this.
I want to see that.
That's a ring. Wow. But Jerry, I know that you're big on the Instagram and all of your sports paraphernalia, your wants and wishes. Who's going to win the series? Who are you rooting for? And are you going to put us on your Instagram today?
First of all, yes, absolutely, that's
Okay.
going to happen. Secondly, I'd like some backup because Reggie beat me up backstage.
Reggie,
Literally physically assaulted me
Really?
backstage. Yeah.
If you
had a
let
Twitter
Reggie
beat.
beat you up.
I didn't see it coming. He came from behind.
Reggie Miller is not known as the toughest guy on the set.
And by the way,
He
he had
did
no
attack
backup.
you.
Where were you guys?
Wait,
Where was everybody?
Any of you guys play basketball?
Yes.
Yeah, we play.
I'm the Della Dodova of my pickup game.
Really?
I play hard. I go low if I got to. I'll do it.
Okay.
Well, you gotta
so
go
you take
low.
people out.
You guys have had great cameos on the show in the past. One of those, you've had LeBron James on the show, correct?
Yes, we did.
Could you assess what he brought to the show for you?
It was good.
He's got an entourage.
Yes.
He's got an entourage. He's got a bigger entourage
He
than
had some
Adrian.
guys. He had some guys. Of course,
Yeah,
Matt
he was-
Damon, another great cameo.
He was great. He was a nice guy to have around. He got bored quick. He was over it. I think he was ready to go play basketball.
It's kind of boring at times.
You got a bunch of great cameos look like in the movie.
Yeah, we do.
Did you have fun working with Rhonda?
Yes, very much. I had to get into the octagon.
Jerry
with her,
learned the hard way.
and I have no delusions about how I would fare against Ronda Rousey. in the
Hey, let me
octagon.
just tell you something. If you're going to get your butt kicked by a woman, that ain't a bad one.
No.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You can keep your head held high.
Woman
with
beat
that.
you up. Ronda Rousey, put the camera here. I can last 45 seconds with Ronda Rousey. Set it up. Set it up.
You know what?
Give
That was a joke there, but I'm going to let it go.
What you mean? It's not a joke. I can last 45 seconds. Oh,
You walk right into that.
It took him 2 times.
Wondering if I was
Hey, Kevin, you got any good Russell Wilson stories from the shooting of the film?
Yeah, no, Russell Wilson, Jerry and I were playing football. Russell threw me a pass. I tried to score a touchdown. Jerry wasn't having it. Jerry went low on me. He, undercut, blocked me. I was trying to break the plane. Even though there was no plane, I was like reaching out, and my leg broke.
Bro,
So.
this is on film, by the way, too.
Yeah.
This is what we were filming.
I got another question, too. All of you guys give your agent him a hard time, your agents rather than a hard time. Who in real life would say, I give my agent the hardest time right now in real life?
I would bet Jerry's probably pretty hard on his agent.
The problem is I have meltdowns.
Really?
So I got to have a place to direct that energy. And he could take it. He could take it.
How are these meltdowns?
35. But he also represents Rhonda, so he got Rhonda in the movie. So him and I are cool.
In your life now, in 35, have you been called Jerry Moore or Turtle?
I mean, Jerry Moore, but it's close. It's very close.
Have you witnessed one of his meltdowns?
Well, luckily his agent is absorbing all of these meltdowns, and we don't get to witness them.
He had a meltdown on the plane.
I had one on the I had a meltdown on coming here. On the way here.
I need a favor. I need a favor. As you can see, we don't have a lot of hair. Can you give us some hair tips? Because your hair is fabulous.
Well, listen,
it's extraordinary.
I mean, it's extraordinary. I haven't seen women with hair that pretty.
Can I touch it, please?
Well, from one great hair actor to a bunch of guys who are challenged in that area, I have a great solution.
Wait, I'm taking notes.
Look at this. Look at this. That's going to help you out right there. Look at this.
That's
Turned it into a
That's
plug.
tremendous right there.
You know what that's called?
Now we're talking.
Oh, my goodness. That's called a segue.
John,
That's called a segue.
Clearly didn't get Shaq the XL.
Mine needs to be a little bit. Mine needs to be a little bit bigger.
We didn't think this through before we did it.
For all the people that are injured but still want to go see Entourage, make sure you stop and get some icy hot.
Guys, thanks a lot for coming by.
Continued success.
For
Good luck with the movie.
I love you.
Hey,
I love your hair.
Are these all the same size?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
one
just like
size.
little man.
One
It just
size
says
does
little
not
man.
fit all.
You got
Says
to
little
get the
man.
sideways thing going. There you go.
There it is. Little man.
Now
The
this
little
working
man
for
hat.
me. I'm ready. Oh, that's a good one.
No, Ernie.
It matches.
You got to
7
blacken
and
it up,
3/4.
Ernie. There you go, cuz. There you go, cuz.
7 and 1/4.
Entourage in theaters on June 3rd. Great hanging with those
It was
guys.
nice to meet those guys.
Ernie, just gotta say one thing. I want to miss you guys. Congratulations on the contract extension. It's the best job I've ever had in my life. It's been fun.
Love
It's time
having
to
you with
go
us, big
now.
fella. It is.
Chuck, where you going?
Bahamas, yellow bikini tomorrow.
I'm gonna probably go to Bora Bora.
I think I'm going to go to Tahiti.
I'm gonna go
to Brazelton.
No, I'm gonna go to Brazil. I'm gonna hold that
grandbaby. Oh, but then
grandbaby.
you missed my shout out to the Auburn women's softball team.
No, I didn't. I heard
Making
it.
it to the national tournament, to the championship for the first time. Congratulating, Lady Tigers.
LSU made it too, right?
I don't care about LSU.
We don't care about Auburn.
Well,
By the way,
we're
it's
the
that
SEC
time.
champions.
Is that time?
It's that time.
It's time for
EJ's Nino Satellite Night.
Presented by No One.
On the last night, you
There
couldn't
it
get a
is.
sponsor.
It is. We got it. No, it's unsullied. So here we go. The last fishing of the 2015 NBA playoffs for us. What the heck? Erupting with music and starting up the boat. Atlanta Hawks got a fish.
Got a fish, man. Where we going to take them to fish, Ernie?
How about
Lake Lanier?
How about the Chattahoochee River?
Chattahoochee River.
Oh,
Who's
Stone
that?
Mountain. Look at this.
Stone Mountain.
Who that? 2 Chainz?
My goodness. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, 2 Chainz was out there fishing with me. Ronaldo Lowe.
From our crew. Drew
Yeah.
Watkins. Drew Watkins from our crew, also in the background. The Emmy Award winner.
Why don't you use your mic? You can
Hey,
use your
Kyle
mic.
Carver, I know you're having surgery, man. Get back soon. Get well soon.
Hey, Chuck. You know how we just had the I'm just saying we got some more people. We got more people fishing.
More people fishing,
I forgot.
The Entourage.
Yeah.
They're fishing.
They're fishing. The Entourage group is fishing here. They're done. No, the movie isn't done.
Your
so
eyes
it's
are
not over.
closed. Your eyes are closed. in
Because
that
I was
photo,
just
man.
I was so overwhelmed.
Take another one. My eyes were closed.
The crew is fishing.
Oh, look at Tim Kyle. Look at Tim Kyle, the guy in the back.
What's up, Mo? Who wears his credential like a small tie.
Shout out to the whole crew, Underdog. Shout out to Ant, who's my main
Shout
man.
out my main
Sean,
man, Ant,
Mike,
Sean in the front,
RoboCop,
and in the front row with the
this
shades,
cameraman, whatever your
Jeremy
name is,
Levin, who was
and that cameraman,
front
whatever
and
your
center
name is,
many nights this season.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jose,
doing a great job. Underdogs,
my main man, Jose.
Thanks to everybody on the show, man.
Hey, but I
Thank
do
you
have
for
one
your
thing to
hard
tell you,
work.
Chuck. Like, honestly, you know, I always travel a lot of times with my own entourage.
You do?
Yeah. I'm gonna let you see it later on, right before we go off. This is my own entourage last night. Just watching the game, checking out the game, just chilling with some of my brothers here. Hey, what's going on, man? What's up? Hey, Dom, what's up, baby? Oh, my bad. Oh, Kai Fife, what's up? Man, this is hey, Jeremy. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? What's happening? I didn't even see you with the hat over there. I didn't even see you with that. Oh, wait, that's Anthony Anderson over there. Anthony Anderson.
Oh, what's going on?
What's going on, Kenny? Whoa, such a entertainer.
Hey, Kenny, come on. Move, dog.
Check it out.
You're in front of the TV, bro.
Oh, my bad. Is that Frank Steele? Yeah, it was ridiculous. Who was that? Man, you know, just a night out. I'm just saying. Hey, Chuck.
Such a name dropper.
Way to be in Cleveland. I'm here, too. Entourage. That's what my entourage last night.
You know what? I love
Dropper.com.
Where was that?
That was don't worry about where I was.
At the hotel.
Don't worry about where I was. I called my friends up.
Hey,
because we didn't see it at the
Peachtree.
Jeremy
Just because
Renner,
y'all
I like
wasn't
Jeremy
invited
Renner.
to my little
I'd like
thing.
to meet Jeremy Renner.
I'll hook it up for you.
Okay, but
That's part of my entourage.
Don Cheadle's the coolest celebrity ever. Though,
Okay, say
Don
I'm
Cheadle.
sorry. That's
Don
Jack,
Cheadle.
That's Jack Nicholson.
Don Cheadle.
That's what I just said. But Jack Nicholson might be the coolest
I don't
celebrity.
know.
ever.
It's
Cedric
7,
and
not
Anthony's my
7.
guys, too.
Oh,
57, not
Look at
57.
Katie Ann.
Congratulations, Ernie.
Look at Katie
Yes,
Ann.
that's your
Got the
gorgeous.
elevator Ernie Johnson onesie on. How about that? Katie Ann.
Oh, what
Pruitt.
adorable little
Very
baby.
Nice. Love that. Thanks to the guys at
seven,
Homage
not
Clothing.
seven.
Ryan Vessler. Thanks a lot.
57, not 7.
That's it for our season.
Yes.
You guys are going to be a little NBA TV
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
finals.
But not together.
You've
be together.
seen the last of me
I'm not.
for a while, but
Maldives.
I'll certainly be watching you on TV.
I know you will.
That's for sure.
Congratulations to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yep, they're going to the NBA Finals to take on either Golden State or Houston. Been a blast here, gang.
It has been.
See y'all next
I'm going to
season.
miss you guys.
Miss your underdog already.
Now you've gone too far, Chuck.
Chuck, don't call me.
I don't even have your number.